Now, a lot of you will have worked this out already and realized that this was on the cards for a long time, but photography is no longer my main pursuit professionally or personally. It isn't. And it's been like this for a while. I've just not shared it on YouTube. So I want to explain to you what I'm going into, why I'm changing, and whether you should continue with photography as well, because I think that's important. So there's a few reasons why I'm no longer prioritizing my photography. One is financial. Two is creative. And three is a business decision. Where do we begin? Let's start with creative. I've been doing photography for over 15 years. When I say doing photography, I mean full-time, 6-7 days a week, 12, 14 hours a day. I have been living and breathing photography. Stills work has been it. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. But I'm I'm running out of ideas. I'm hitting like that mental block. Maybe I'll get past it one day. I don't know. I'm also hitting a ceiling of technical competence where I'm not really seeing any improvements. Some of that is down to the fact that I'm not motivated anymore to make any technical improvements, but a lot of it is just, I think this is all I've got. I think this might be the limit. That's the first thing. Business-wise, being a stills photographer in 2026 is not what it was. There are very few stills only shoots. Last year, I did one stills photo shoot. That is it. Everything else was mixed media or whatever it may be. Even involved in a commercial podcast, but it was a real mixed bag of things. Getting into photography now, you can do so to shoot at my level for about £1,000. The barrier to entry is super low, as it should be. I'm all about that. However, while simultaneously being all about that, it's a nightmare because everyone with creative talent can dive on in. And I had to really save hard to get into this industry, and it's not the case anymore. Financially, as mentioned, I did one stills only shoot last year. Doesn't make enough money by itself to actually warrant it in my position. I mean, I could have lived off that one shoot for sure, but I'd like to make a bit more than that. So what are we doing now? What is the next link in the chain? And most of you will have already seen me doing this. You'll have already been aware of it, but I'm moving into video and I am loving it. I have never been so motivated to shoot since I started video. Last year, I did 10 motion campaigns from TVCs through to, your basic mixed media packages where it's stills and video. Now, I've been doing this for a while. It's not like it's new to me, like I've just got a video camera, as you well know. But in the past, I said I'm a photographer, but no, now I'm going into directing, and that is the next step forward. Video, financially, very lucrative. Business-wise, there's a higher barrier to entry. And I know people who've been in this industry before me will be like, you can get a camera now for like 5, 10, 15 grand. It's nothing like, yes, they don't cost 500 grand anymore for a decent camera, but it's a bit more of a high barrier to entry. The editing's more complex and all the rest of it. Creatively, this is my main motivation. I'm excited. I'm excited to be creating these videos, and it's still commercial, and most of these are sitting alongside stills campaigns. So we shoot the stills and we shoot the motion. It's a full service production, and that I'm getting behind. And this is something I'm really, really pushing. Even over on my education platform, we have the how to do this, how to do what I've done. I've been shooting this combined thing since 2019, I think is when I started doing it. It's just kind of been bubbling away in the background. And I've always been a photographer. I've always been, I'm the stills guy. Yeah, I could do motion as well, but I'm the stills guy. No, I'm the motion guy who can also shoot stills now. We're completely flipping it. Now, I'm still learning. I'm still investing. I'm still buying. I'm only, 19, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm 7 years in. 7 years in is nothing compared to my stills. And it's exciting because I'm aware of how little I know on the grand scheme of things. Of course, I know enough to shoot a global campaign. That's not the problem, but there's room above, there's headroom, there's scope to expand, there's space to move into, and the possibilities are infinite. It's not just, here's a cool sandwich, it's here's a cool sandwich. The light's moving, the sandwich is moving, we're panning in, we've got so much stuff. And also, stills work is almost always cheaper to fix it in post. Oh, don't worry about that little scratch on the lettuce. We'll fix it in post. Not in video. It's got to be perfect. You've got to, of course, you can retouch it, but I don't know if you've ever had an estimate for frame by frame retouching. It's spenny. So it's, yes, I feel like there's a new lease of life in my creativity. Next week, I'm testing 3 times. I normally test once a month. 3 times in a week. I am so in. And it feels like the start of my photography career again. I remember, obviously, I was into photography for years. And when I first started getting those few big commercial campaigns, I was like, oh, yeah, this is good. This is exciting. I'll pop my current show reel at the end of this video if you're interested. I don't want to cut into it because you probably don't want to see it, but I'll check in at the end what we're on at the moment. Now, if you're thinking, good God, do I need to stop doing photography and move into video? The answer is no. Not unless, like me, you've become a little bit bored and despondent. Stills only is still a very lucrative career. I know many stills photographers who do just stills. The fact that I started moving into motion kind of snowballed my way into it. It was never a conscious decision. I actually ended up doing motion by mistake and slightly through greed because I didn't want to pay a DOP. So you can absolutely still continue doing stills only and be just a stills photographer. I think you're leaving money on the table, and I definitely think you're leaving creativity on the table. And I mean, if you've been doing it for a long time, you're like, yeah, I've been doing photography. I'm a little bit like, nah, can keep doing it. It's fine. Go and give it a go. Give it a go. My income is considerably higher, which is always nice. Well, why not? Obviously, I'm not in it just for the money, but it's a perk. But beyond that, my creativity is off the scale. I'm also shooting stills differently. The stills popping up now wouldn't exist if I hadn't have gone into video. These are purely bred for my videography work. And I only shot them like this because video was the driving force. So it's actually made my stills work slightly better. It's actually been the biggest improvement in my stills work has been moving into motion. But it's so exciting. And I've done some cool campaigns already. We've shot for Greggs, which is kind of the UK bakery chain. We've shot for Cathedral City. I've shot for Danone. I've shot for KFC. I shot for the Soho group, Soho House group. Like there's been, I'm sure there's others. I can't think of anything obviously off the top of my head right now. Wafflemeister, some beer brand. Like we've done quite a bit of motion work already, and it's so exciting. And it's challenging and it's mentally taxing, and I'm so excited for it. So yes, I'm still shooting stills. I've still got my Cambo, I've still got my Broncolor lights, and we're still being asked to shoot big commercial campaigns. But my focus, my big push forward, probably for the next 5 years, is motion. And I'm going to bring it into this channel as well. I'll bring you along for the ride, of course. That's what this is here for. But I just wanted to be open and transparent and explain to you why there's a lack of photographs at the moment. Anyway, have a look at the show reel, and I'll see you all soon.